everybody. Welcome to RC and Manny's channel.
We would like to start by saying thank you for everybody that has been supporting us.
Yes.
By sharing, subscribing, liking, even giving us like your feedbacks. It meant so much. I would say that for our first time doing this, we're doing pretty good.
Oh,
we got so gassed up.
Like, yeah.
And also, here's a little tiny bit on update.
Yeah.
10 pounds that I spoke about, it only doubled. I did not lose it. It just doubled.
Wait, what do you mean double? Double to 20 pounds or?
No.
You're just saying like it remained the same?
I gained 4 more pounds than the weight I wanted to lose. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. You're trying though. I think.
Oh yeah, I'm on a new diet and everything. So on the next one, I'm hoping I'll have like that sexy jawline and all, you know.
Like the glass, you know, shape,
I'll be like
everything.
That. Okay, I'm ready for a picture. That's
Yeah.
not gonna happen. But anywho,
no, I think it will happen.
we came back this time with a topic that I think is needed to be heard out more often. You know?
I think it's just an interesting topic. So we're like, the way we came up with it is that we were talking about it with our friend groups, and then the discussion kind of was like, I guess everybody was like on the same page, but not on the same page at the same time. So we're like, okay, you know what? Like this would be a good topic to bring it out in like a broader platform. So we're like, let's just talk about it on our YouTube and see what everybody else thinks. So we will introduce the topic, and then we'll give our 2 cents, obviously. And then
2 cents out like 50 cents.
50 cents. And then we'll kind of go from there. Let us know what you guys feel about it too. Like, don't forget to comment, share, subscribe, and then we'll keep the conversation. We'll keep the conversation going. Thank you very much. We'll keep the conversation going, and then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so, and I just want to put this out there for the record that this is strictly our input. It's strictly like our point of view.
It hasn't been scientifically proven.
It hasn't been scientifically proven, and if it does, yo, we need the profit, you know? Like, we came up with it. But no, I just wanted to put that out there. So as you guys saw on our thumbprints, the conversation is guys versus women in their 20s. So you can already tell it's gonna be a very spicy topic, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be
struggles
comments
that each of them go through, I would say.
Yeah, the different stages of like
the outcomes
development.
are like
So I think, okay, so I guess I'll just like introduce like what the conversation was like in our friend group, and then we'll kind of like continue on that. So we were just talking about how nowadays in 21st century, men, like, okay, so somebody said that like men are starting to settle faster now versus women in their 20s. They're just kind of like, I want to get successful, I want to get this. So they're like basically success driven. Whereas for men, they find that they're settling in like their late 20s or even mid 20s, because at that point it's kind of like they know what they want, and they just kind of want a woman that's gonna get them there in a way, like kind of guide them there, right? Whereas for women, they're kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna do my thing, I want to be successful, I want to have, you know, their entrepreneurship. That's just where they're going towards. And in the long run, somebody commented saying that like women were getting hurt in terms of building a family, because then at the age of 30 whatever or 40 whatever, when they're done building their empire, they're kind of finding it hard to be like, to find a man that's gonna match that level.
And also their timeline.
Yeah, and also the timeline too.
There's that clock.
Yeah, whereas for men, it's like they can start whenever and they're still good.
Can I crack up a joke here?
Go ahead.
I remember I was in grade 10 and this was all over the news, okay?
Yeah.
There was a man that was 101 years old that married an 18 years old and just had a baby.
How's that not illegal?
Because she's 18.
Oh my God.
But do you see the craziness out of this?
Oh my God, yeah.
Imagine 101 women.
But some women prefer that too, though. So
101?
Some women
Is he in a
prefer
wheelchair?
that. No, some women prefer that. Some women prefer like older men.
Yeah, I do prefer older men. Like we're talking about 5-10 years, Manuela.
Yeah, but then
What's the difference?
I mean, I don't know. Like, you can't ask me that question because I don't know. That's not my preference. But like, some women actually legit prefer that. Just like some men prefer. Just like some men.
You guys put your input.
No, just like some men prefer older women. When I say older, I'm not talking about like 30, 40. They prefer older women.
Worse.
I don't know if that's what I don't know, man. Like, that's preference.
I
like, that's I really
that
don't. Really.
He likes women with wrinkled neck. Like,
that's the thing. But I think at that point, I think it's a fetish. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's like a preference. I think it's a fetish. But again, that's beyond the point. We weren't talking about fetishes. We were talking about like, yeah. So let's rewind back to our main topic. So what do you think? Like, what's your input? Do you feel that like men are settling faster in 21st century? Or do you feel like, I think men have always settled because it's kind of like, or do you feel that it's like we're taking a switch now versus back in the days?
Personally, I would say that it has been the same about them settling or not, because they've always been settling. The only difference right now is that women are not settling. So we're like outnumbering them in that case. You know what I mean? We're choosing our career. We're choosing to be the entrepreneur. So then you would see more males choosing to get married in their 20s rather than women. Like in every family that I know right now, every woman that's in a household would want to finish her education first. Yeah. She don't want no kids before she secures her future.
That's true.
Whereas for a man, they're like, we can get a job anywhere, you know what I mean? Yeah. As long as we were like the breadwinners, we're okay kind of mentality. So I think that's like the
comfortability, right? Like they're comfortable either way. I don't know. I feel like I definitely don't agree that men are settling faster now. Like I don't see that. I feel like men do settle like towards their 30s because that's when they've kind of done most of the things they want to do. And like for men, they speak a lot about like being free and not wanting to be in a relationship, because I think that comes from a point of view of like, oh, I want to do whatever it is that I want in my 20s, and then in my 30s, then I don't have any regret, right? Whereas for women, we're constantly like thinking in the back of our head, okay, like I want to do everything that I want to do, but then like when I reach my 30s, am I even going to find the man that I want to find? And so there's also that pressure that comes in, whereas men don't really get that. No. Whereas women do get that.
I mean,
so
we experience it too, no?
Yeah. We do. So
I'm pretty sure our mothers would not pressure the boys to do anything.
I'm sure a lot of younger Habesha females would relate to this. We're not,
or imagine this.
Yes, in terms of family, quote unquote, like in a Habesha family, it's kind of like you're behind. Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah. Is there a problem? Are you literally like? They so make you panic because they make you think there's something wrong with you when there isn't, because they're constantly like, "Why are you late? Where's the man?"
You're in your 20s now, so do you have a boyfriend? And you're like, all of my life up to this point, you've been running after me saying, no boyfriend. You're not allowed to have a boyfriend, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, you want my husband to come up. Like, this is the moment. This is the right moment for this. I mean...
He's out there.
Yeah, he is. But I'm not looking for him because there's so many other things that I need to accomplish too. And at the same time, though, it's not that you cannot find your partner in the early stages, but out of fear, I think we've all run away from it.
That's true.
If a boy looks at you, you'd be like, my mom is coming after you. Like, don't even stare at me. Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. You're not allowed to talk to me. I can't give you my number. Like, we can't.
And we lack education in the house as Habesha people.
Yeah, I think around relationship. Yeah. Yes.
Like 100%. We're taught to work. We're really good at making money. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're really good at staying focused in our goal. Yeah, that's true. But we lack that relationship education from our parents to start
or even
with.
Just or even like I guess on a different level of like just a relationship, even like how to build a healthy relationship, how to communicate properly in a relationship, and all that other stuff. And what to look for.
And I think communicate in the Habesha household. Is that what you want?
Stop. But I don't even think our parents know healthy relationship. Like I don't even think they know it.
Even taught by
they weren't even taught. So then like obviously that's gonna go down to our generation, and then it's I guess up to us because now we live.
Just remember
like we live in like North America, so where all those resources are actually available, right? So actually having for us to take it upon ourselves to actually learn it and be open-minded about it, and then take it to our kids and like, you know, the generation then after hopefully will change and we'll be like, okay, that's, you know, will be better than what it is right now. But yeah, which I just thought that the conversation that we had was like interesting. Comment below, females out there who said that they want to get married by 25. For some reason 25 is such a number for a lot of females. It's
at
like
16 I had a dream on with them.
25.
I was gonna have 3 children, a house, a nice husband, yeah, and I just imagine myself with a stroller with my friends,
with a little
baby RC crying, you know. Mommy.
What was I gonna say? So I do think that like for women now, I think it's reversed where it's like they want to be more independent. They want to get their life together, and they want to have like they don't want to well, I don't want to say depend. I don't think that not all women have depended on but I feel their partner, but
we still want to do our own. Like we still want to be able to earn our own bread. Like I don't want to be dependent on a man to get the, you know, to be that household, like that figure of a man that was painted in our heads from many years growing up. Like I want to be able to go out to work, get my own bread, okay, and still be able to have a family when I come back home. I still want.
But that's what I'm saying though. I think that's where our conversation led last time, is that when women are in that place, it's becoming harder for them because men dominating the work field or even like the income and everything versus women. That's been ingrained in us like from the very beginning. So now that women are trying to come out of it and actually really do a shift, it's becoming harder for women because like society is letting them do it. They're saying that, okay, go ahead, like we empower you, blah blah blah. And then as soon as like they're done building their empire or like they're good and they're settled, they're happy with their life in terms of their personal life.
Person that everybody talks about.
Yeah, it's becoming harder for them to be like, okay, you know what, now I'm ready to settle. Like I want a family now. It's becoming harder for them to find one. It's more like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like it's an really alpha female where it's like they're men are like, it's harder for them to like, I guess, balance it out and kind of give in like their manhood into it. I don't know what it is. Like it's I don't want to like I don't want to make men look bad because there is definitely men out there that are good that can balance it.
No, but they're like few. Just because you can't balance it doesn't mean you're bad. But you know, like how we're getting out of that mentality of letting a man be just that breadwinner. Like I think it's hard for them to consider us the same too.
That's true. So you guys let us know what you think. So comment below and let us know what your take is on this. Like, do you think that men in their 20s are finding it easier to settle versus women in their 20s? And if you do think either one is finding it easier, please, I would love to hear your thought on like why.
That long paragraph.
Because I would literally read it because I'm so like I think it's an interesting topic because everybody have their own opinions on it, right? So I just wanna see and hear your thoughts and your take on it because I think it'd be really interesting to see what other people think about it. It's like one thing I hate is when like men say she's too much. Like, what does that mean? Like,
your attitude is too much.
No, like, what does that mean? Like, what is too much? Like,
man, that's a question.
Like, honestly, please answer me this question. Like, because what is too much? When you say that, what are you referring to? Are you referring to attitude? Are you referring to the fact that she has her, I don't know, life together? The fact that she knows what she wants and is going to it? Like, what is too much? Like, it's so vague for me. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, I don't understand. Yep. Like, literally, like my head does that naturally. Would you want to be with someone that's like older than you? Like by how like what is the gap for you? Like what is the gap where it's kind of like I would not go past that, you know, age?
Definitely. I can stretch it out up to 11 to 12 years because I feel like that's the mentality that I'm in.
So you need a man that's much
I can
older?
adjust it there.
I think I don't know if I would go like 11 years.
Experience life.
Mentally develop at like the age of 27, 30, I think.
30. I'm just going to say 30.
Well, scientifically it's 27, but okay.
In my head, in Ars's world, it's 30. So if I'm like 25 right now, okay.
Who pissed you off? It's only early in the morning.
I don't like you. I feel like that's when they actually start to mature.
Yeah, I think I would go like 5 years older. I think it depends. Like, it depends on like where you're at and where I'm at that time. But yeah, so when do you think you'll get married, Darcy?
Me?
Unknown. But yeah, so guys, comment. Let us know, what do you think? Okay, men in their 20s versus women in their 20s. Who do you think is settling? Who do you think would settle faster?
That is just a question with no answer in my head. So I don't know how
I don't
y'all gonna do it because.
But I want to hear. I want to hear you guys' take. I want to hear you guys' think about the conversations we had today.
Everything is a 50-50.
What do you think? Like, if you guys, do you guys even like these kind of conversations? Should we keep doing these kind of conversations?
And also about the other topic, what do you guys think about parents having relationship conversations with their kids?
Important.
Very, very important, especially for the Habesha community.
How important do you think from 1 to 10? I'm a 10.
Yes.
So yeah, we should give them an update about how many views we have.
Oh, we're almost at 800.
We're
literally
very proud.
At 800.
Yes.
We're like a couple of views away from it.
So guys, we're literally less than 200 away from 1,000 views.
From 1,000 views. I think that's
come
insane.
on, okay, come on, like get us to 1,000 views. Get us to 1,000 views, and I think you can do it. I think we can do it.
Give us your feedback. We really do.
We're almost there. Come on, people, and we are only 39 subscribers away from making it to 100 subs.
She's really doing good with those numbers.
Okay, like it took me about 24 hours. I had to think about this overnight. I had to calculate everything and really keep it in my head. Okay, just saying. Help us get to 100 subscribers.
100 subscribers, 1,000 views,
and I think we can do it. I believe in you guys. I believe in you.
We really want to see like what you guys want.
And we read them all too.
More. Yeah. We do. We actually enjoy reading them more than text messages.
Yeah, so thank you so much for your support so far, and let us know if you like this conversation, and we'll keep it going. Like we always say.
Oh hell no! I think she's lost it at this point. But
okay, anyways, let's close it up. Like we always say, stay resilient and empowered.